Good afternoon, folks. This here is a compilation of 5 different videos shot throughout the day of September 6th, 2017. This first one here is actually 14 minutes 32 seconds long, and it's shot beginning at 7:48 in the morning, and it's just a demonstration that the sun is near us, orbiting in a westerly overhead orbit, not going around and around as the Earth spins, as science suggests. As you can tell, the sun is getting lighter as this video footage continues to roll, and it comes nearer to our vantage point, reducing the natural planet filter of the forest fire smoke that's totally engulfed us in this area right now. And you'll see that notice that the sun is becoming more vivid and bright. And so this next little section right here is a video starting right here. This is where I had a YouTuber suggest I was being deceitful when I told him I wasn't using a filter. So I just threw this little bit in there to show how bright that sun really was without the filter as it neared my vantage position at noon. It was extremely bright, and I couldn't even focus in on the sunspots. And then this next little bit here is actually at 5:52 p.m. The sun has receded far enough away from me that there is now more planet distortion filtering the sunlight. So now I can literally visually point my camera without a filter at the sun and record the sunspots. This here was just for sunspot reference, but I threw it in to show that yes, the sun is going further away so that I do not need a filter and I can see the sunspot. And this next little bit coming in about 30 seconds is the most telling part. As the sun is continuing its westerly migratory path away from us, the sun is literally being filtered by more and more atmospheric haze from the smoke. And it continues to go. This little bit here is 19 minutes and 4 seconds long, and it is starting at 6:30 p.m. Now you'll continue to see the sun lose its brilliance as more and more atmospheric filtering comes between me at my vantage point and optics and the sun. You'll notice that the sun is evenly being reduced in its brilliance. It's not coming from the bottom to the top, as you would totally expect if the Earth were orbiting around the sun. You can see more and more atmospheric haze, the indoctrination people, atmospheric haze coming between me and the sun at my vantage point in the sun's position. That's why it's dimming, and that's why it's dimming evenly. Here in just a minute you're going to see that my autofocus is on full time, and the sun is so far out in the distance and so dim that it just starts going ballistic and won't stay focused in. So I turn the camera off just long enough to put it on to single autofocus, and it's back on now. And this piece of footage is actually 15 minutes 16 seconds, and it tells as the sun totally becomes invisible, as the distance between the sun and my vantage point increased to the point of no visibility of the sun. The filter that is natural in the air just continues to increase in density till you can no longer, there's a bird of light, did you see it? Till you can no longer see the sun in our visual spectrum here. And when you can no longer see the sun, it is still no less than 10 and no more than 12 degrees off the actual horizon. So with that said, just enjoy watching the sun continue to diffuse out into the atmospheric filter. Thanks for watching. Share it. Have a good evening, folks.